Welcome back to Dynowarz, Insufferable gaming fans. Here we are in this horrid base once more, attempting to defeat the evil. I've looked up a bit about it since last time. Apparently the main character's name is Professor Proteus, and he's trying to stop a former student or colleague or some such using his Cybersaurus. These AIs that have been affected, well, that big pulsating thing is its life support system, so I gotta take all those out. Yeah, so former student and or colleague, AI, gone crazy, been affected, the usual stuff. Also, the moving platforms are apparently called the floating platforms of deception, which means either they were ironically aptly named, or the developers of the game were self-aware about their own clipping issues. Next level ho. And I'd just like to point out that the password is not a word at all, it's a number. A little too late to be splitting hairs, perhaps? Dinosaurs everywhere. So far the fist launcher seems to be one of the most reliable weapons, so let's see if we can keep that. Staying at the opposite side of the screen gives us a little more time to react. And we all know how I love my reaction time. Nope, about got that one. Alright, that Triceratops is just being contrary at this point. What the heck, let's go ahead and use that satellite. We're probably at the end of this anyway. Yep, I was right. If you don't use the satellite by the end of the first board, you lose it. Well, that was a lot of unnecessary hits to be taking. Avoid the power-up, because it'll replace the one we got, which is already leveled up. Want to stay away from these things, because they start charging you when they get close. You know, I could have had a decent laser weapon by now, if I'd have been grabbing them. Definitely don't want a rinky-dink fireball. You know, there was a time when I knew the names of all these critters. I miss those days. They were simpler times. And yeah. Now, as far as I'm concerned, all of these critters have the same name, and that name is A-hole. For they impede my progress with impunity. We got a charger here. Well, it charged itself right off the screen and scroll killed itself. I'm not complaining. Time for a boss. We'll just keep this thing as far away as we can. You know, it's like we got these cool cutscenes, but it also looks like none of the artists involved with this game were corroborating with each other on the design. Hey, two at once. Hey, two at once again. Not bad at all. Definitely don't want to jump across with that thing still there. They tend to cause problems. Not that it's not a problem in the first place. Again, the hit detection, you gotta hit them dead center or you're hosed. Moving right along. Buh. This is going to be a total mess. These things are good at dodging shots. Just like the platforms are good at dodging jumps. It really is a huge problem. Hey! Getting free energy isn't a problem, though. I'm sure there's a perfectly logical and viable pattern you can use to easily dodge these, but since all the enemies are gone on the way back, why bother? Hey, there we go. Why didn't I think of that before? Now if I can avoid falling into a pit, we'll be golden. Hit detection, don't fail me now. This is where it'll all crumble. Oh, haha. Excellent. I'm very happy. And hovering forth to a better world. Oh look, a forest. It's a Hoposaurus Rex. We are not impressed. Okay, this might cause some more problems. Nope, charged itself right off screen again. Now we face the palette swapivores. Barrier's gone. And the tiny pyramids of... You know what? Screw it. Satellite. Maybe you should have saved it. Guess we'll never know now. Alright, I'm gonna finish this one off. There we go. There's really no reason to kill this stuff other than the off chance that it'll drop a useful energy refill. Yeah, that was unnecessarily close. I like these ones that get forced back when you hit them. They're easy to deal with. This is one of those rare games where you want to avoid power-ups if you've already got something. I'm sure you've played games like that before. You know, I could have had a fully charged laser by now. The problem with the laser being the same problem as with all of the projectile weapons other than the fist. If you miss, you gotta wait for it to leave the screen completely before you fire another. You know what? Screw it. Time to change to something a little more... well, just more. And stay even farther away with the fireballs. In fact, I think I'll go with the laser. Just because it's been a while since I've used a laser. Sadly, it cannot be charged. And boss time. Oh great, a flying boss. If you give it some damage right before it hits you, sometimes it misses. That's poor hit detection working for you instead of against you for a change. And with that, we power down and head into the enemy complex. Hopping out, this is a pretty good place to stop for now. So until next time, this is your old pal Rosser. Take a drink.